Hello, my name is Olivia Wright, and this is my persuasive speech on stem cell research. Stem cells offer many new opportunities in the field of medicine, such as cures for deadly disease, and also it offers a replacement for damaged cells in the human body. Research done with stem cells could potentially lengthen the average human lifespan and help humans to live healthier lives. Because of this, cell therapy will have a positive impact on society and should be supported more by the U.S. government. Stem cell research is a relatively new addition to the medical field of science. It was introduced in 1998 by James Thompson, who was the first to patent ways of manipulating cells. Now, only 15 years later, stem cell research already shows promise of completely changing the way humans live. It gives hopes to patients affected by serious illnesses such as cancer, Alzheimer's, or Parkinson's disease. To begin with, stem cells are cells that have not become specialized to form certain tissues and can adapt to become any of the 220 types of cells provided by the human body. Doctors can insert stem cells into a patient to replace dead, disease, or cancerous cells in the body. There are 3 ways that scientists can extract stem cells from the human body. The first type is referred to as cord cells, because the cells are taken from the umbilical cord and saved in case they are ever needed by the baby or the parents. For the children, these cells from the umbilical cord are an exact DNA match and will likely not be rejected by their body. For the parents, it's only half a DNA match, but that's still a 50% chance that the cells will regenerate and form new tissue in their body. The second way to extract stem cells is from bone marrow. It's an extremely painful process, but these adult cells are an exact DNA match, so the patient's body won't reject them when they are used in medical procedures. One downside to adult cells is that they can only form certain types of tissues. Because of this, embryonic cells are the most sought after cells because they do not specialize into different cells. Embryonic cells come from embryos that are aborted less than 2 weeks after conception and consist of only 100 cells. This group of cells is called a blastocyst, and the cells in it will continue to divide every 3 days without the cells ever specializing. So they're very wanted by doctors and humans for research and also for medical procedures. Manipulating and replacing cells, known as cell therapy, holds the potential to extend the human life, a powerful technological advancement that should not be taken lightly. Already, research in cell therapy has proven that humans have the potential to live longer while also enhancing our quality of life. Humans who die from natural causes do so because their body is no longer able to replace the cells that have died off in their body. Stem cell research offers replacement cells for the cells that the body cannot replace by itself. This way, humans can live up to 20 or 30 years longer. This is a picture of an ear that was created in a laboratory that was made using stem cells that divided and formed a human ear. Also, researchers at the University of Central Florida have proven in experiments conducted on adult rats that cells extracted from bone marrow and transplanted in the brain will form new brain cells. This is good news for people with Alzheimer's disease, which is a destructive and harsh disease that affects the human brain. New cells could be created in labs that could replace the ones destroyed by this disease. Also, Parkinson's, which also targets the brain, could be cured by using new cells created in labs. With stem cell treatments, people affected by neurological diseases could finally have a chance at a normal life. Researchers are hopeful that in the near future, cells can be given to cancer patients to replace vital cells that were destroyed by the cancer or by the harsh chemotherapy treatments. In addition to this, stem cells have been proven to form heart cells in petri dishes that rhythmically beat as if they were part of a heart. These 2 medical advancements are extremely good because they prove that stem cells can be used for even the most complex organs in the human body. Another study done by the Center for Disease Control, or the CDC, reports that heart disease, cancer, Alzheimer's, and diabetes are among the top 10 causes of American deaths. All 4 types of deaths could have been prevented or treated if the people had had access to cell therapy. New cells could have been grown to compensate for the dead cells in a cancer patient or to replace the disease cells in a person suffering from diabetes or Alzheimer's. Because stem cell research is such a highly controversial topic, an International Ethics Advisory Board was created in 1998 where representatives gathered to debate the subject of ethics in stem cell research. One of the frequently discussed questions is the issue of embryonic research and whether it is considered killing a human. Embryonic research uses an embryo that is aborted less than 2 weeks after conception. It consists of only 100 cells. These cells do not have the features of a mature fetus, such as a heartbeat, brain activity, or the perception of pain. Due to the religious and moral questions that arise during the debate of stem cell research, the U.S. has taken a conservative approach by setting up severe restrictions on the research and offering minimal government funding. The consequences of this cautious stance could result in the U.S. being left behind in the medical revolution of stem cell research. In 2001, President George Bush approved government funding of 15 stem cell lines, the first and only stem cell research that has ever received federal funding. Across the country, other private labs conduct research but are limited by the lack of federal funding and strict government rules. Already, scientists frustrated by the limits imposed on them by the government have left America for countries that are more open to the research, such as Britain, China, or Korea. These two factors threaten the U.S.'s chance of remaining a global leader in medical advancements because other countries are already ahead of them in stem cell research. So even though stem cell research is still in its infancy, it is obvious that it is beneficial to society and will create a better future by offering cures for life-threatening diseases and lengthening the human lifespan. If U.S. regulations on stem cell research are relaxed, then the new medical technology could also offer a much-needed boost to the economy by providing more jobs in the laboratories. Also, the research and development of stem cells will help the U.S. to remain competitive with other countries in the medical field.